Standish, Sterling to be exact, was the site for one of the newest FIRST robotics competition events this year. Now, Mid-Michigan might be a bit more on the rural side, but their passion for robotics is growing at a fever pitch. 16 rookie teams grace the Standish stage. Look out! So, maybe we didn't see the scores as high as we witnessed in Southfield and Howell, but with a 35-point average qualifying score, that ain't too shabby. In fact, that's pretty darn competitive. At the end of qualifying, Team 1025 Impus from funky Ferndale wound up with the #1 seed. Who would they choose as their alliance? Team 3604, the Robomos from Escanaba in the Upper Peninsula. And also Team 5524, Birch Runs. You gotta love this name, folks. Nerds with attitudes. One thing that made the Standish Sterling competition stand out, we saw some scores really jump as we got into playoff action. The #1 alliance scored a 10-point autonomous every match. That put them into the top spot. The #1, the #3, the #7, and the #2 alliances moved to the semifinals after 2 rounds of play. In the semifinals, we finally saw some scores up over the 100 mark. The #1 alliance pulled a 106-49 decision, and that kept them in the top spot. They would face the #3 alliance, comprising of Team 5603, Rise of the Warrior Bots out of Auburn, Michigan, in the middle of the mitten. Midland's Team 5509, Like a Boss, and Team Phoenix, number 3570, out of Alma. The Standish Sterling Championship matches only needed a couple of rounds to determine who would be crowned the victors. Team Impus came to play. They won with a round 1 score of 117-87 and 114-63 in round 2. 6 container tote sets were successfully scored in both rounds of the finale, with the #1 alliance effectively completing 3 caps stacked with noodles for the win.
We were really just looking to work the bugs out of the robot. We're a 5th-year team. We knew we'd have a fairly decent chance of doing well. We tried to come as prepared as we could, and we're just really happy with the result.
Our goals are just to keep improving on our robot and our design and try to score as many personal points as possible. And if we win, week 1 and we still have room for improvement, that's awesome.
For the first time in 8 years of FRC competition, Team Impus were the day's champions. There really was some phenomenal robot action at this brand new FIRST robotics competition event. But we're just scratching the surface. Expect bigger, taller stacks in the near future, better autonomous modes, and more cooperation points. As is always the case, many teams weren't exactly sure how to play Recycle Rush successfully enough. But now they have all seen what works, and they will know what to do. The best part about the week is prepping for the next competition. Every team looking to improve. Top qualifying averages were in the 60s over the course of Week 1 districts. I'll bet that Week 2 averages will be above 100.